All right, so let's suppose that you have navigated to your own email and you are in Outlook. All right, so you're probably quite acquainted with your email, but you may not be necessarily acquainted with the calendar feature of the email. So down here at the bottom, you'll see a bunch of icons, and what we're going to do is click on the one that looks like a calendar. So if we click on that, it takes us to a calendar. Now yours is probably blank when you do that, whereas I have all kinds of things scheduled on my calendar. So we're going to look at two things. We're going to look at how to add just a singular event. Maybe you've got a project that's due on October 2nd. We'll put that project into our calendar. Or maybe you want to go ahead and put all of your class days into the calendar. We can do a reoccurring event, something that's repeating every week. All right. First of all, though, I want us to notice several things about the calendar. We can scroll up and down in our calendar. It will always come to what the current date is, and you notice that that's highlighted, but it will be on that month and perhaps a few weeks before and after that month. But if we want to look at October, for example, we can use this down arrow and it will show me October. And I can keep doing that, and it'll go to November, and it'll go to December, and of course it'll go onward. And actually, I didn't stop all my times when they should have stopped. I'll have to go in and fix that. All right, now we can always go back up, but let's say we get lost in this scrolling process. Then if we hit today, it'll just pop right back up to today again. All right, now also we can change what we're looking at. So maybe we don't want to look at things by month. Maybe we want to look at it by day. Well, we can look at today, and it looks like it's blank at the moment, but I've got to scroll on the side and kind of scroll through to see what I have that is definitely meeting type of thing. All right, now I could also, of course, change it to, I haven't really discerned what the difference is between school week and week. So they both really lead you to the same thing. But the cool thing about this is you can see how busy your a given week is. If you've got everything in for all of your classes, you can go, ooh, I might want to do some things on an earlier day because I'm certainly not going to get things done on Thursday. Okay, so let's talk about how to put an event on the calendar. Now I'm going to go back to the monthly calendar for this. And let's suppose that your first project is due on October the 2nd. So we're going to put it into October the 2nd. So I'm going to hit New Event right up here on the left side. And this pops up. And so let's just call the title Project 1 Due. Notice you can do quite a few things with Outlook. If you're wanting to have a meeting, you can invite people by putting their email addresses in this blank. Most of the time, though, as students, when you're putting things in, you're not going to need to use that. But right here, if we click on this little bitty calendar, we can go ahead down to October the 2nd right here, and we can make it October the 2nd. We can change this. Since it's probably due at the end of the day, we can say like 11 p.m. to 12 p.m., although we might want, or to 12 a.m., we might want to remind ourselves earlier in the day that that is due, so we might want to make it 9 a.m. or something like that. So maybe I would remind myself at 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. that I needed to work on my project, or I can even say all day, and it will make all day the day that I'm working on Project 1. Now, we're going to come back to this here in a minute. If I'm meeting somebody in a room, I can always put that there, but most of the time you're not going to fill that out. And if I want any description, I can put that there. And then I want to go up to the top once I'm done filling this out and hit save. And notice in my calendar now, if I go down here to the 2nd, Project 1 Due. Now, let's say that you do that and you go, wait a minute, I got it on the wrong day. It's not supposed to be on the 2nd. You can click on this and notice that I have the option to edit it, so I can go back and change it, Or in my case, since I really don't have project 1 due on October the 2nd, I can delete that and it's going to go away. It's no longer on my calendar. Now, the other thing that we want to do is look at, well, how do I put in that I have class every day? So we'll go to new event again, exactly the same thing. And let's just say you have English 101. And maybe you've got English 101 every Tuesday and Thursday at 3:30, okay? So we would just go to the first Thursday, and I can still see my calendar over here. Today's the 23rd, so the 24th. I could also go to a Tuesday. It doesn't really matter, but I'll go to the 24th since it's a Thursday. And let's suppose the class is from 3:30, and we'll just make it to 5 instead of 4:45, okay? And I want to repeat this, so we're going to put repeat every week. Now, I don't have to do this twice and do it again for Tuesday, because all I've got to do is put it Tuesday and Thursday, so it's going to occur every Tuesday and Thursday until... Now, I don't want it to occur until March 18th of 2021. If you've got a class this semester, you probably want it to stop in December. So we would probably want to say, okay, this is the last week of classes. We'll have it stop on the 7th of December. Oops, somehow I got January. Let me go back. Oh, I did. I see that. Let's have it stop on the 4th of December. And that would just take us through the semester. And then we hit save. Now, I'm not going to hit save because I do not have an English 101 class on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3:30. But if you hit save, it's going to appear in your calendar. And I'm going to show you how it looks in the calendar. I'm just not going to save this particular English 101. So I have my own classes saved. All right, so I have a 9:30 MA 111 class that I teach, and there it is on my calendar. And you'll notice it's in my calendar every single Wednesday. And if I continue to go down, it keeps showing up, 9:30, 9:30, 9:30. So I didn't have to put each one of those into my calendar separately. I just put them in as repeating events. Okay? All right. And so that is how we put events into our calendar.